He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did. Accordingly, it is my pleasure and my honor to announce my nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Congratulations, Jay.
During his first term, Trump nominated Jerome Powell to be the chairman of the board of the governors of the Federal Reserve. Among the whole tariff chaos and trade wars, he had a plan to fire Jerome Powell, the same man he trusted years before. Let's look at the whole picture. We need to understand that this is not the first time Trump is showing disagreement with Powell. In fact, Trump had attacked the Fed in January this year after they kept the interest rates unchanged. And once tariffs kicked in, Powell warned that it would hit US economic growth and prices would rise for consumers. The next trigger was April 17, 2025, when ECB cut interest rates by 25 basis points. Trump used it to target Powell for not cutting rates. Trump then took to social media and wrote that Jerome Powell's termination cannot come fast enough, saying he is always too late and wrong.
Do you have plans, or if you're back considering firing Jerome Powell? What's your justification if you're thinking about this?
Well, he's too late. He's always been too late, hence his nickname, Too Late. He should have cut interest rates a long time ago.
But why is Jerome Powell adamant on keeping the interest rate steady when it's putting him at loggerheads with the president? He says he wants to wait for greater clarity before considering any adjustments. But Trump is adamant. He says oil prices are down, groceries, even eggs are down, and the USA is getting rich on tariffs. And some of it is indeed true. Oil prices have fallen since Trump unveiled his tariff regime in April. However, egg prices have risen to $6.23 per dozen in March. And there is no evidence for USA getting rich on tariffs. You see, even though Trump believes that tariffs will boost US manufacturing and jobs, Powell has warned that it would trigger high inflation.
The level of tariff increases announced so far is significantly larger than anticipated, and the same is likely to be true of the economic effects, which will include higher inflation and slower growth.
So if the tariffs push up inflation, the Fed may further decide to hold or even raise rates. They also have to consider maximum employment as well as stable prices. But despite the uncertainty in markets, Powell believes the US economy is still in a solid position. And between rising inflation and unemployment, Fed has to consider how far the economy is from each goal. Powell has made it clear that he is ready to defend the US central bank from political pressure. That's why tensions have escalated between the White House and central bank.